Hello everyone, Musical Moon here. How you guys doing today? So, kind of wanted to talk about this Mercury Retrograde and how it's been affecting me, and just some advice for you in this retrograde. I don't know if it's really been having any impact on you. It's been having somewhat of an impact on me, but then to be fair, I am PMSing too, so that in combination with the retrograde, it's kind of like, oh shit, like double effects and stuff. So I have been having some technological issues too. Like, I work from home, so usually my computer doesn't go out, my internet doesn't go out, but suddenly, it's not been connecting to the network and shit and disconnecting. When I watch videos on YouTube, it's been just kind of like freezing. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, technology is acting up for me just a little bit. And then I've been having like a lot of upheavals too, just stuff coming up, and I feel I feel that shadow side. I feel it when it comes out, but the good thing is that I'm progressing, so I'm able to recognize when it's coming out, because I be feeling it. Like, I'm finna snap on somebody, or or it'll be like I'll feel myself getting mad about something that's like really minor. Like, I might see a YouTube comment or something and just get like pissed, like, humans, people, this world is fucking crazy. And so then I get tempted to say something, and I feel like, wait a minute, calm down, and I have to breathe in and kind of, so yeah. But I can recognize the PMS from the Mercury retrograde though, because the PMS is when I be kind of like moody and stuff. The retrograde is the upheavals, like the random, I just get to thinking about reviewing my life and then getting all depressed about decisions I made and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just in my head or if anybody else is having those issues. But anyways, I did do. It's funny because the first card that came out is the Nine of Swords. That's definitely the energy. So, yeah, I think collectively we might be having a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fears, and a little bit of whatever is going on, where it may be affecting us. We may be a bit more sensitive to our surroundings and sensitive to things. Oh, sorry. Oh god. Anyways, so yeah, what be helping me when I get like that, or in my Nine of Swords energy, is I just try to meditate. So do breathing techniques. I'm like, ooh, calm down. Calm down. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people in that energy. Then we have the Five of Pentacles that popped out. So some of y'all might be feeling lonely, alone, or abandoned, or something like that. But just a reminder that even when we seem alone, even when we feel alone, we're not really alone. I know that's really like cliche and stuff, but we're in a time period right now where it's best to recognize that we really aren't alone and being complacent in our own company, but then also to connect them with loved ones and really just standing strong in unity with each other, because things is getting real in this world. And I think that just unifying and coming together is just what we really, really need right now. And I know with the retrograde, some of you guys probably probably going off on people. I'm probably not the only one. You probably going off on people, and people are probably distancing themselves from you or something. But I feel like, just try to recognize it, because that's kind of what I do when I feel it coming. Like, sometimes I can just feel it boiling up, and it's like, okay, wait, it's coming, and I know this is that time where I need to just fall back and relax. Then we have the Knight of Swords too. So some of us might be really going, honestly, with the cards here, the Nine of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords, I kind of feel like some of us might be going off on people. Like, some of us might be kind of like having a short fuse and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to scan the collective to see what's going on. And it's like, I kind of feel like y'all probably going through the same thing as me. Now, I haven't really been going off on anyone, but I have been like feeling like I don't know, but I just feel riled up. But it's just probably the energy, and plus I'm a Leo sun, Cancer rising, and Capricorn and moon. And so I can kind of see how it's affecting those areas of my life. Like I can feel myself like in this Two of Pentacles type of energy, like, okay, whoa, trying to find balance and stuff. So I feel like what we need to do collective right now is to just try to maintain balance in the world right now. 2 cards came out. We got the moon. And what's this? Oh, we got the Page of Swords. So it's like a lot of swords. The moon, the Page of Swords. Okay, so yeah. And then with the Knight of Swords and the moon, it's like the same energy. Or maybe we might feel like we might be feeling heightened intuition right now too. We may be noticing things around us that we probably wasn't noticing before. And I guess it could be part of the anxiety. It's just kind of like recognizing that right now your senses are just heightened and you just notice shit now. Like you're like, okay, wait, this is not right. This is not right. And sometimes you just want to just go ahead and speak on it and just say something. But sometimes it might not be the best, especially in this energy. Like communication is what is the issue during the retrograde. So sometimes staying silent is the best option during this retrograde, but also too, just recognizing and paying attention to what we say and how we communicate to people, and vice versa. And then try to too, because some people aren't in tune with the retrograde and how it could be affecting them. So they might be just coming at you without the knowledge to know that they're just being kind of influenced by the planetary energies. So yeah, I think like just having that mindset and that knowledge, like, okay, I'm not going to react to this person because they may not even know about the retrograde or even be in tune with that. So they're just reacting right now. So it's just best for us to, to recognize that and try to be the bigger person in this situation. Sometimes walking away and staying silent is the best option. Oops. I'm always dropping shit. Alright, this is the King of Pentacles. Sometimes, okay, so with the King of Pentacles, I feel like this is the time too to kind of like retreat and focus on our coin. Focus on developing our, this probably is a good time to at least focus on it, just kind of like retreating from society just for a little bit, just focusing on yourself, your life, and probably too grounding, meditating, and connecting with Earth at this time. Focusing on your life right now and just kind of just staying in a state of tranquility and not really reacting towards life and the world right now, because I do feel that a lot of people are anxious and kind of like, and then I do feel like people's intuition, their intuition is heightened right now. So it's just kind of like they just peeping everything. My bad, y'all. So yeah, we had a little like quick interference. So yeah, like interferences. So yeah. So we left off on the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is a time to really just focus on ourselves, ground ourselves, meditate, and just kind of like focus on coin right now. We got the Knight of Cups too. So with the Knight of Cups, I'm feeling like if we like use I kind of feel like we should tap into the unconditional love frequency. And so when handling people right now, like even if because it's hard to be in unconditional love frequency like 24/7, because people who make you upset, people, we get judgmental sometimes. So it's kind of hard to stay in that frequency. But I kind of feel like during this time, meditate in that frequency. And so with that, when you communicate with people, it's through a form of compassion and love. And therefore, even if we are being affected by the energies of the retrograde, we since we've been in the unconditional love frequency, meditating in it, grounding ourselves too, then it's kind of like we can off-put things. Because once you when you introduce unconditional love to situations, you'll notice how everyone around you kind of starts to change. Like they start to upgrade in frequency. Like when all of a sudden they was mad and ready to snap, you'll notice they fall back and calm down, or they even walk away. If they have a pride issue, they might not say nothing, but deep down, they're thinking like, yeah, this person is right, or maybe I need to think about this. So with the Knight of Cups, I'm feeling like offering unconditional love to people is in situations that pop up, possible situations. Look what just came out. Okay, so 3 cards came out, right? The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and then the 7 of Cups. So first of all, we got some power couple energy here, and we also have like divine feminine, divine masculine energy, as well as, so some of you guys have kids. Maybe your kids are getting on your nerves right now, especially with what's going on in the world with the lockdowns and the schools and the mandates. It's kind of like there's probably a lot of tension in the house, plus a lot of confusion too, because the moon energy is here, the 9 of Cups, and then the 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups can talk about confusion and just being in your head too much, fantasizing and whatnot. So I kind of feel like there's kind of like issues in family units. Even if you're not together with this person, it could be miscommunications about the kids, or miscommunications about what you guys are gonna do. But I'm liking this though. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. This is like power couple energies to me. Y'all just working together. Honestly, what I'm feeling is that if you guys focus more on earthly matters and try to stay grounded, try to stay in the present moment, and just try to stay focused on the 3D world, you not necessarily being materialistic and things like that, but just being grounded, being present, then you could probably offset some of this energy. Because I kind of do feel like the energies are affecting us not necessarily physically, but more so internally, like our energy, our mind, our emotions, our dreams, our whatever. That's what is really affecting. But when we stay present and grounded, yeah, you might be affected, but at the same time, I don't really think it's too harsh this time. The retrograde isn't too harsh on the physical aspects of us, but more so just and that's usually what it is. But some people do experience more physical issues during the retrograde, like with technology mostly. Just miscommunications at work, miscommunications like that, just phones acting up. But anyway, yeah. So there's a lot of confusion in households right now, I feel like, with family units right now. People are overwhelmed. People are kind of like in fear. What are we gonna do? And they're just kind of like, ah, with this energy around up. Just breathe, calm down. But at the same time too, this is a time to come together too and just set aside our we got the Tower. I'm done. So with the Tower, yeah, you guys probably experiencing upheavals that's affecting the family, upheavals that may be affecting you personally. Some of you might have been maybe getting hit with just information that's just rocking y'all foundation. Like y'all probably just found out some stuff that was just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Oops, sorry. Excuse my language, y'all. Anyways, what the heck? So then we had the moon maybe things have come to light, and I feel like people's foundations are being rocked right now, for sure. But there's one or two things that could happen. Either retreat and focus on yourself for now, or come together as a unit and don't and recognize that this is just going on temporarily, and don't let small situations affect you for the long haul. Okay, like don't let these situations be like what puts a permanent dent in your relationships with people. But also, unless the stuff that's coming up with these tower moments, if these are like make or break stuff that you just can't, you just like, no, I can't, and it just rocks your whole world, rocks your whole life, rocks your whole foundation, and it's that serious of information, then yeah, just know when your situation calls to like walk away, and when it calls to just, this is just a temporary moment, and that, you know, this shall pass once the retrograde is done. Okay, so just keep stuff in mind. Some of you guys are experiencing spiritual awakenings. Some of you guys are having your shadows come up, and upheavals of situations that you thought that you was over with, that you thought were done. And then you may even notice, like, if you guys are having issues with your partner, you may notice that they are bringing up old stuff, like stuff that y'all have been resolved a long time ago, but they are bringing it up as if it's still happening, as if it was never resolved. Like, that's another effect too. Like, just try to speak to that person. Like, we live right now. Right now. This is what is going on, and you know, me and you remind them we past this already. Like, we've been through this. Like, this is not an issue anymore. Like, you're having upheavals, babe. I'm gonna get a few more and try to wrap this up. So we got the Six of Wands, okay? So the Six of Wands is about recognition. It's also about, it could be talking about social media. It could be talking about a lot of things, victory, success. So honestly, some of you guys are going to experience a lot of victories. Some of you guys might experience crazy moments with social media. Some of you guys, social media is triggering you. Some of you guys, I feel like maybe if you focus on just victory, or at least focus on recognizing what's happening. Just be aware. Be grounded and be aware, especially with your senses being heightened. Don't let that work against you. Actually try to figure out a way to have it work for you, so that you can just know and be aware. When actually are aware, if you're focusing on recognizing when you're about to be triggered, that's when you can kind of have more control over the situation. So especially if you guys are having crazy tower moments, it's just recognizing and having that recognition and not reacting as soon as you, and when you notice yourself reacting, just try to like notice it and be like, okay, wait, I'm in the present. Why am I reacting? And then maybe it can be something that you could use, or something that you didn't even know about yourself that you could heal. And it just came to surface, you know what I mean? Four of Cups. So some of you guys are, did I show you guys the Six of Wands? I don't remember. Anyways, the Four of Cups is about, some of y'all might be bored. Some of you guys might be bored and complacent, you know, and you're just like, man, when is, I kind of feel like y'all are out there like, man, fuck my life, man. Oh my God, I need to stop with the cussing. Sorry, y'all. Y'all probably just like, man, what decisions did I make? You probably having upheavals and remembering things of better times in your life, and you're probably thinking about the decisions that you made, and you're just like, wow. But to be honest though, we can, even if we might be bored, even if we might not be really happy with where our lives is right now, practicing gratitude every day, even if you're not where you want to be, that's going to attract the abundance and where you want to be. Like, you know, that's putting it in the air, letting the universe, letting the world, letting God know that you appreciate, even if you're not really satisfied, you still appreciate where you are, how far you've come, what you do have. Then, when you do that, you see here? When you do that, that's when God gives you more. Like, here, take what I have to offer. Take what I have to offer. And don't ignore it, though. Don't be so irritated with your current life that you ignore what God, the universe, whatever is trying to give you. Don't block your manifestations and don't block your blessings. Expressing gratitude and being open. So we have this Ace of Cups. But here's the thing with this Ace of Cups, it did come out in reverse. So some of you guys might not be feeling love. Some of you guys may not be operating in the unconditional love frequency. And some of you guys may be kind of like in a little bit of a lower frequency. But on the flip side, because I did just put it back up here upright, some of you also may be feeling the unconditional love too in the mix of all this stuff. Because especially if you guys are having a family, maybe like I said, going into that unconditional love frequency, that right there will solve your issues and even transmute your issues too. Like, it just vibrating at that frequency. And when I mean unconditional love for yourself, but also as well as for everyone else. Because I say yourself first, because obviously if you don't unconditionally love yourself, it's going to be hard to unconditionally love others. So you have to start with yourself first. Pour a cup of unconditional love into yourself. Kind of like put your hand on your chest, talk to yourself and tell yourself, I love you unconditionally, I love you flaws and all. And just fill your own self up with unconditional love, and then express that outward towards people. And I kind of feel like the Ace of Cups is an unconditional love card, but some of you guys too are going to have like a new beginning in love too. Some of you as the person that you been trying to manifest, you've probably been trying to manifest a soulmate, you've probably even been trying to manifest a soul family or soul tribe. All of that stuff is coming, a new beginning. Probably after the retrograde, after all of this craziness has passed and you've endured it, you're going to probably like, okay, God is going to be like, the universe is going to be like, here you go. This is for enduring this crazy moment and being in gratitude and handling it with such grace. All right, the last card. Let's see what's happening. What y'all need to know. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, some of you guys, karmic cycles are going to come to an end. Some of you guys are probably stuck in a karmic loop that you need to recognize. And some of you guys are surrendering to divine timing, surrendering to the universe. And some of you guys are just kind of probably having a lot going on. But the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like, it's just fate. It's just allowing it to just happen and then just dealing with it accordingly, because that's the thing about the Wheel of Fortune. Like, things happen and it's just a part of life, and sometimes it's karma, and sometimes it's just fate, something that's just fate. Sometimes it's contracts you've agreed to. It's just different factors, but either way, this is just saying that the divine is involved, especially with the Tower here and the Wheel of Fortune. The divine is definitely heavily involved in you guys' lives. You guys are operating within your Wheel of Fortune, operating in alignment with where you need to be, where you need to go. Some of you guys may be going through some shit. And I mean, just know that the wheel always goes. So even if you're going through this now, it's not going to be forever. You know, we're going to all have ups and downs. But I do feel like, too, karmic cycles are coming to an end. But also, too, some of you guys are stuck in a karmic loop that just keeps happening. You didn't learn, so karma is just like, all right, let's do this again. So, I think with this, what I was saying about the 6 of Wands, recognizing and then also meditating in the unconditional love frequency and extending unconditional love to yourself, practicing gratitude, staying grounded, staying present at this time. I do feel like you guys won't be stuck in a karmic loop anymore, and it'll break, and you're going to have a new beginning, a new start. And then some of you guys too, who are in family units right now, who are your families experiencing upheavals and stuff, if you guys endure, it'll be a deeper love in the end. Deeper love, unconditional. So you guys weather the storm. Anyways, I hope this helped you guys. Because, I mean, honestly, I'm going through it too. I may not have had like a crazy tower moment, but I am having upheavals. So, I'm having upheavals for sure, and I'm trying to recognize it. I definitely am. Now, I did slip up a few times where I kind of just let it all out, but honestly, letting it out is good though. Just don't let it out in a way where it hurts people. If you need to let out some stuff, then let it out, but as long as it's so that you won't keep it trapped in you, just let it out. And as long as it doesn't harm people, as long as it's not, destructive, I don't know, scream in a pillow or something, let it out, cry or do something, but try to do it in a way where you're releasing it in a healthy way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And definitely gonna cut down on the profanity, sorry. Yeah, so if you did enjoy it, drop a like, drop a comment if you resonated. And catch me on the next video. Have a good one.